Howdy. So this is just going to be a quick kind of rough and tumble little video, a little different from what we usually do, just because it's something that I've been noticing more and more in kind of audiophile and hi-fi communities that just kind of makes me sad. And I don't know, I just feel that I need to kind of vent about it a little bit. So, like any kind of community or hobby and a circle of people who are in that hobby, you're going to have your ups and your downs in that kind of community. You're going to have, the enjoyment of being able to share the thing that you're really into and you're interested in and you're passionate about with other like-minded passionate people, and you get to have information shared and you learn things from other people, and you get to talk about your cool fun hobby with other people who want to hear about it, and that's always really really fun and great. But also, on the other side of things, you also get a lot of kind of issues, and that's really no different with the audiophile and hi-fi community. Now, there's a lot of things to be, happy about with the community, obviously, like I just listed, but there's also a couple of things that are really troublesome. Probably the most prevalent problem in the hi-fi and audiophile community is elitism. That's something that I'm sure you're very well aware of. If you spend any amount of time in this hobby, in these communities, that's one of the most prevalent things you're going to see. Elitism. People who are just like dead set on their like this is the correct way to do things. This is the only brand worth having. This is the only system worth having. This is the only way to listen to music. This is the only music you're allowed to listen to. It's very noisy and problematic, and it's super super prevalent. But that's actually not what I want to talk about in this video, because again, I think that's something that anyone in this hobby already wells all well and good. Yeah, that's an issue. Elitism is a problem. What I'm noticing though, and I don't know if it's just something that has been building up more and more over the last couple of years, or if I'm just noticing it more and more as I continue to kind of reach out into more and more communities. But the thing that I'm starting to see more and more about that is problematic is cynicism. I'm seeing a lot of cynicism in this community. People that are just dead set on being upset, on just having negative perspectives on not just products, but on people and how people view products. It's to a point now where I'm seeing people get attacked for having any amount of positive thing to say about anything that they have or anything that they want to talk about. Anyone who wants to say something to just express their enthusiasm about either a product or a band or another influencer, whatever have you, if it's overly positive, oh my gosh, they get hit down pretty hard by just grumpy people. And obviously that's really the minority. Most people, I think, are pretty easy to come on board and be like, hey, I'm glad you're really excited about that. I'm glad you really like that. I'm glad that you want to share your enthusiasm. But man, it just is sad to me that you can't do that anymore without the expectation that someone's gonna come out and try to tear you down for it. And I'm not saying it's not just like, I'll use myself as an example. If I make a video and do a review of a product that I am super enthusiastic of, I'll get called out to be, oh, I'm shilling, or I'm not being genuine, or there's got to be some sort of gain I'm getting from it. And that's not true at all, of course. It's just something I'm excited about and I want to express it. And it's sad that people immediately assume, oh no, that's just, you're trying to get something out of it. And I understand it from a reviewer's perspective, why you would maybe see more of that from grumpy people. But the problem that I'm starting to see now is that it goes beyond just reviewers, even tiny reviewers like myself. It goes beyond just, the big mega influencers in this hobby. It's getting to the point now where someone who's brand new into the hobby, who, just wants to join a forum to share their enthusiasm for this new adventure of audio that they've just started out, and like, oh my gosh, I got this new pair of headphones that I really like. I want to join a community and I want to just gush about it and talk about how cool this headphone is. I think it's really neat. I want to share that enthusiasm, which I think is a very human thing to do. People like to share positive experiences with other people, But even someone in that scenario, brand new, has never explored this hobby at all, even that person, they go onto a forum, they make let's say a brief little personal review of a product, like, hey, I bought this new Koss headphone. I think it's really cool. Here's what I like about it. It's inevitable that even that person is going to be berated for, oh, you're shilling. Oh, or you're this is way too positive. You're not being objective enough. You have some sort of bias. It goes on and on. And again, obviously that is the minority. I think for the most part, most people are going to be pretty welcoming of that person. But I'm just saying it's sad that there's an inevitability that someone's going to make that assumption that people can't just enjoy things anymore. People can't just have positive things to say. You have to be, I don't know, it's like you have to be super negative about everything. I don't really get it, because that's not realistic. That's not the case. And if someone's really excited about something, if someone's really eager to share their enthusiasm about something, I don't understand why that has to always be questioned for having some sort of ulterior motive. Does that make sense? And I guess I'm just saying the last couple of years, I'm noticing more and more that you can't just be super uber positive about anything without at some point there being some assumption of what are your motives here. I find that sad. I don't know. I wish it wasn't that way. I wish that people were allowed to just enjoy their things and be excited about their things. Just because I'm excited about a Koss headphone doesn't mean that you have to be. Just because someone else is excited about a Koss headphone doesn't mean that you have to be excited along with them. You don't have to necessarily agree with people. That's not a requirement, of course, but I don't see why you can't just be like, hey, good for you. I'm glad you like that thing so much. That's great. Cool. And move on. I don't know why there has to be some attack on a person's, almost like attack on their character. I don't know. I just don't like it. I wish that people could be allowed to just be enthusiastic about stuff, be enthusiastic about products, about music, about the hobby, and be able to say positive things, even super, glowingly positive things, without there being this cynicism around it. I just think it's sad, And I don't have a solution for this. I don't think there is one. It's just something I'm noticing and that I think is sad. It makes me sad. But for all of you out there who aren't so grumpy and are arms wide open to welcome people and their enthusiasm for whatever they're enthusiastic about, whatever they're excited about, and being like, hey, good for you for sharing what you're into, because for most people, that's kind of a challenging thing to do to begin with. Getting onto a forum, getting on camera, going to a convention or something and trying to express the things that they're into. That could be a challenging thing for a lot of people to do. Putting themselves out there for vulnerability. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but yeah, in a nutshell, I wish we could all be less cynical. I wish that everyone can just enjoy their audio the way that they want to, and not even allow. It's not a matter of allowing them. It's a matter of, or tolerating them. It's a matter of embracing that other people feel different about things. And hey, it's cool. If you love your Beats in-ear earbuds, that's great. Hooray for you. Cool. I'm not going to immediately think that you're being paid off by Beats to say that. I think it's cool that you just feel that way. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's pretty much it. Like I said, this video was just kind of a rambling, but I do just encourage all of you, and myself included, just let there be positivity in this hobby. Let people get excited about stuff. Let there be enthusiasm. We're all enthusiasts. We're all excited about doing all this stuff. Let's be enthusiastic together. Let's not be so damn cynical. Anyway, more cool stuff coming soon. You can look forward to it. I'm a little behind schedule, but I'm starting to catch back up again. And I think in the next couple of weeks, I should get all evened out and have everything nice and scheduled and planned out. And it'll be a nice couple of weeks of even fluid publishing and releasing of content. So thank you all very much for watching. I don't know if this video was worth a watch or not, but if you came all the way to the end here, thank you very much. I'll appreciate you. And yeah, I'll see you all very soon.